you know, it's kind of funny. Like when we have people coming over, I mean, like you know me, I like hosting guests. Like I get this from my dad. Like I just like when people come, like I want to do a big dinner and I want to do like, you know, whatever. Like you came over, you know, that this one of the last times we were doing pizzas.
Yeah, y'all got me messed up.
You walked up and we just like handed you a glass of wine. But one of the things that I've started doing, because when we built that wine cellar in the house and I was like putting stuff in it, I've kind of got like certain things I like to have for when people come over. So I like to have a good local, you know, just like something that's like in the area. So somebody can experience like a good Texas wine, like not a crappy one. Cause there's some really
bad
really bad ones.
Yeah.
But you know, I like to have a good one. I like to have a good wine, you know, same with bourbon. Like if people are like bourbons, like I like to have something that's cool. Maybe somebody's heard of, but they've never had before. And then I like to have the ones that like anybody can find at the grocery store, but they don't know about, like the $20 gem, you know? So it's like, let's start with something cool, right? Or local, whichever one. And then something that's like, you're going to love this. And now you can go home and you can buy this.
You know what I realized? Like you come into your house, you guys are great at it. But like we've had parties and stuff at our house and I'll have like a good scotch in the decanter or whatever. And like $100 bottle of scotch, like something that is really good. And then I'll look over and like one of my friends that drinks like rum and diet is like pouring himself like full glasses of this like $100 stuff. I'm like, and it just goes away. And I'm like, well, okay.
To be fair, I'm not doing this at a party. I'm doing this like,
that's true.
Someone comes to visit, like y'all come to visit. If we're having a party, then it's like, okay, I know what my go-to wines are. Everybody likes, you got the reds, you got the whites, like everybody's going to like this. It's not going to break the bank. I'm going to put that out there, you know, and then there's like certain, you know, it's like, hey, here's the mixer. Here's if you just want to pour it.
Yeah. See, I had to start hiding. Like I had to start like switching out like a decanter because like people kept consistently doing that because it's like right in the middle of our kitchen. So I just started putting like cheaper stuff in there, not telling anybody. Because like it just, I was getting screwed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it's like we have our like really good stuff is like in the fridge locked. But I really like if, you know, like if my sister and her husband come up and she's, you know, want some wine, I'm like, just go pick something out. Everybody loves walking into a little cellar and being like, you know, and
I do.
Like,
yeah, I like it. I like walking.
It's fun. Just like to go in there and just be able to like look at the spread. It's like shopping for free. It's fun.
You do have like a shocking number of bourbon bottles that are like good bourbon, you know, like, I mean, that is something.
Well, my family used to make fun of me about it because the reason I have that is because I don't just kill a bottle. Like
I know it's very disciplined what you do.
Yeah. So it's just like, it's more like, you know, I've got stuff from, you know, 2014 that's, you know, I've opened and I've just had a little bit over time because I like tasting the differences between things. So
yeah. I remember seeing that. I was like, man, there's like a lot of bottles that are like all just barely kind of opened. And I'm not like that. Like I'll like open a bottle and then I'll just keep going back to the same bottle for like a month until
I'm starting to do that more. I'm starting to do that more because I've noticed like your palate changes. And so I'll have something that I like. I'll go to something else and I'll come back and be like, oh, I don't like this as much anymore. And then I got to go away from it. But, but yeah, I've started doing that just because I'm trying to like shrink it down.
Yeah.
Right? I've also learned like stuff that was this worth it or not worth it? Like, you know, I've started to kind of figure that out. There's some like really great stuff that's just regular old stuff that's better than the hard to find stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, some of that stuff is hard to find. That's the thing about like, I don't know. Whiskey's just gotten so ridiculous. In Houston, I'm sure, well, it seems like a little better where you live. In the Houston area, it's just gotten too competitive. And it's like, you can't find anything. Everything that used to be like $25 is now like $80. And it's like, well, what am I paying for?